The Mannerism Art Movement, with elegance, distortion, and drama. A world of elongated figures, twisted poses, and dramatic expressions. The realm of Mannerism, a bold, artistic movement that emerged from the shadows of Renaissance. Mannerism comes from the Italian word maniera, which means stylishness. The early Baroque period, 1600s. The Mannerism art movement flourished in Europe from the late Renaissance around 1520 until the early Baroque period in the 1600s. It was a time when artists inspired by the perfection of the Renaissance sought to break free from classical convention and express their inner complexity. The seeds of Mannerism, 1520. The seeds of Mannerism were sown in Italy, particularly in Florence and Rome. After the death of Raphael in 1520, artists like Jacopo Pantormo and Parmigianino began to distort perspective, elongated human forms, and introduce an otherworldly drama into their worlds. This artistic departure was a reaction to the harmonious balance and proportion of the High Renaissance. Mannerist artists sought to evoke emotion, tension, and elegance through exaggeration and complexity. But what defines Mannerism? Elongated figures. One of the most striking features of Mannerism is the use of unnaturally long limbs, necks, and bodies, creating an ethereal, almost surreal quality. The distorted space and perspective. Mannerist artists often played with perspective, resulting in skewed spaces and unconventional compositions that challenge the viewer's perception. The unnatural colors and lighting. Colors were often vivid, exaggerated, and sometimes clashing, adding to the dramatic intent of the scene. Complex compositions. Rather than simplicity and balance, Mannerist works are often filled with twisting figures, crowded compositions, and elaborate poses. Mannerism reflected the social and religious tensions of its time, a period of political unrest and the Counter-Reformation in Europe. Art was no longer just about perfection. It was about expression, distortion, and drama. While some critics viewed Mannerism as a deviation from classical beauty, it paved the way for Baroque movement, which would take drama and reduce to an even higher level. Here are some of the most notable Mannerist artists in history. Jacopo Pontormo, famous for its works The Deposition from the Cross in 1528 and Joseph in Egypt in 1518, known for his use of elongated figures, unnatural poses, and vibrant colors. His work conveys intense emotion and drama. Parmigianino, famous for its works Madonna with a Long Neck in 1535 and Self-Portrait in a Convex Mirror in 1524. Recognized for his graceful yet exaggerated figures, especially elongated necks and hair. The Mannerist artist dared to break the mold of classical beauty, leaving behind works that continues to inspire awe and curiosity. Their legacy reminds us that art can transcend rules and embrace the unconventional. Today, Mannerism continues to inspire modern artists, designers, and filmmakers. Its emphasis on individual expressions and pushing artistic boundaries has left an indelible mark on the world of art.